Okay, for those who still haven't noticed yet, I attended to the Anime Expo at the Los Angeles Convention Center for 3 days. And while everyone who was watching the brand new trailer of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, it was playable at the event by Bandai Namco. I got to try and play it a couple of times, so this video I just want to give you my quick hands and impression of Xenoverse 2. Well, here goes. When I got my hands on it, the first thing that amazes me in person was how smooth the graphics were. It is 60 frames per second locked in console, and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is probably the first anime fighter game that can support 60 frames on console. I thought Storm 4 would have been the first, but unfortunately I was wrong. Seeing Dragon Ball Z in 60 frames per second in general, to me, is just a brand new experience, and I'm sure many of you people will love this when you get to play it for yourself. Next I want to talk about is the HUD. As you guys can see, we are back with more than a single health bar. It brought me back also to the Budokai HUD, although the stamina and the key bar were naturally the same. There isn't that much I could say more about the HUD. However, I can at least say not only it's a big upgrade compared to the Xenoverse 1 HUD, but also Super Saiyans does not have the unlimited special attacks anymore. If they want to maintain their transformation, you gotta do what you gotta do like any ordinary Dragon Ball Z game, and that is just by powering up in order to do your specials. Speaking about powering up, it still looks like the charging is still considered a skill, unfortunately, instead of a basic maneuver. And to be honest, that's really one of the biggest disappointment there is in my opinion. I mean, why do certain fighters, okay, have to have a power up skill, and knowing that this is Dragon Ball Z, an anime that makes powering up very relevant into the combat. Speaking of combat as well, I gotta say, it is more like Xenoverse 1, although I can say there's some slight great improvement, such as you won't be missing or fighting the fly. You know what I'm talking about too, like the previous game, you're missing a lot of punches in order to reach to your opponent. But what I love is that not only the combos, the teleport counters, the teleport combo chain have been tweaked. Not only it's more fast paced, but it made me feel like if I were back playing the Raging Blast and the Tenkaichi series. You guys would see what I mean by that, but due to how much they kind of improved by those that I mentioned, especially the fact that it's more fast paced, I really had the vibe of playing the Raging Blast or the Tenkaichi series, and because of that, this game made me feel more interested into this game because of that. The visual of Ki Blasts, auras, hitting effects, etc. looks much better now. The character selection soundtrack is actually catchy too, to be honest. Now the things I dislike the most here besides the power up as a skill base is that number 1, the varying audio effects. So far you still hear the same old effects just like Number 2, I'm not a fan when an opponent does their ultimate and there is a screenshot of their expression by the side of the screen. I still think there can be another way of letting opponents know if they'll be doing their ultimate, but hey, at least one thing I can say, this game is still on the alpha stage of course, so maybe those little complaints that I have here and there, it could be fixed by the time being. Playing Xenoverse 1 for a couple of days when I had it, I knew I quite refused to take online seriously nor competitively, but by just playing the demo of Xenoverse 2, I can gladly say for now that maybe I can play it more competitively, and because of that, I cannot wait for October. But that's all I have to say about my hands and impression. In the end of the day, I can just say this for a sequel. Xenoverse is improving slowly but surely. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is available on October 25th, 2016 in North America and 28th of October for the EU and PC. Thank you guys for watching this. If you enjoyed my clarification video, give me a thumbs up, and if you're new, feel free to subscribe. And if you have any questions towards about this demo I played or the game in general, just comment down your question in the comments and I'll see if I can reply back with an answer. This is Gillsenzu, and I'll see you time patrollers next time.
Tracks roots.